President Biden's FBI using a tool normally meant for ISIS and al-Qaeda to target parents. A whistleblower claims the Bureau's Criminal and Counterterrorism Divisions created a threat tag to log incidents of school board officials allegedly facing threats of violence. Republicans are demanding answers.
At this moment, the FBI is, not maybe, is treating parents as terrorist threats. And the Attorney General came in front of the committee and said just the opposite.
Attorney General Garland basically perjured himself in front of Congress and should really face the consequences before this.
What this shows us is that, in fact, parents are getting the domestic terrorist treatment. Garland said, oh, no, we would never treat them like domestic terrorists. At the very least, we're going to need to put them back under oath and bring them up before the committee and say what in the world's going on.
And Attorney General Merrick Garland is being accused of lying under oath for saying the FBI wasn't using counterterrorism tools against parents.
I can't imagine any circumstance in which the Patriot Act would be used in the circumstances of parents complaining about their children, nor can I imagine a circumstance where they would be labeled as domestic terrorism.
Can't imagine. The FBI releasing a statement attempting to defend the practice, but it may be doing more harm than good. Quote, a tag is merely a statistical tool to track information for review and reporting. The FBI has used tags to track everything from drug trafficking to human trafficking. And now, I add, parents. Yeah, that really cleared things up, Katie. It's like, no. We just used this thing on drug dealers and human slave drivers and parents. Well done.
I read that cold this morning, and I got to that part, and I was like, wait, what?
So they made it worse by comparing them to actual criminals by claiming that they weren't doing it. And they also confirmed that the memo from the whistleblower was real as well.
Yeah,
so
yes.
They confirmed that. Obviously, they're trying to squash dissent here. Let's remember how this started. The National School Board Association sent a letter to the White House, is working with White House staff, saying, we have this problem with the parents. We want the Justice Department and FBI to go after them. They toss it over to DOJ. DOJ, creates this task force. And then it becomes public, and the National School Board Association withdraws the letter. But the FBI continues with the task force. So Merrick Garland goes on Capitol Hill, claims this isn't happening. The fact that they haven't withdrawn the task force proves that this is all about quashing dissent, because the left has had a lock on education for decades. The parents now are a threat to that power, and they're using the FBI, this administration, to take care of what they perceive as a problem. And if you don't think that the teachers' unions and these leftist organizations like the National School Board Association have control and power, go back to when the CDC was writing school guidance for masking and COVID regulations, right? So don't act like they don't have kind of influence with the Justice Department as well to go after parents who are showing up at school board meetings.
Dana, is this like Merrick Garland? Is he lying, or is this some kind of cluelessness that allows for plausible deniability? Because you see this a lot with this administration, especially with Joe Biden, where he'd say he didn't know something, and then you find out, is it just not? Are they deliberately not knowing things? Because I do that sometimes to get out of trouble.
It's a good way to stay out of trouble. It absolutely is. And that definitely can happen in Washington. We're like, I wasn't in the meeting.
Yes.
So I don't know. I didn't take notes. I don't know. When I first got the FBI statement this morning, so it comes out during America's Newsroom. So I get it, and I read it cold. And I'm reading, I'm like, okay, yep, that makes sense. I got it, tag. And then I was like, wait, what? You just said that they're human drug traffickers? Like, as a communications person, I can't imagine that the boss comes in and says, hey, this is what we're going to say.
Yeah.
And you read that and say, oh, great, send. You don't say, wait, we can't say that unless we're actually doing it. When the Patriot Act was reauthorized, well, initially passed and then reauthorized, there was all these concerns that it would be used against American citizens. And there were all these safeguards that were supposed to be put in place, and everyone said, we don't do that. That doesn't ever happen, but we would never do that. But now, citizens could be definitely forgiven for thinking that it does. And this is what I would say to the FBI and also to Merrick Garland, especially when the School Board Association withdrew the letter. There's no shame in backing away.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it's a news cycle's worth of, oh, you guys are such idiots. Fine, but that's better than dragging this through and making people further distrust the FBI. That's really not something we need right now.
Yeah. It does, Geraldo, I do now wonder if I was wrong supporting the Patriot Act when people were saying this, because I was always thinking, no, this wouldn't happen. There's been a lot of blunders, but this might be the biggest deal breaker for independents, because everybody's a parent except for me. You're a parent. You've been a parent many times.
Many times over,
yes.
as one more thing will indicate.
One more thing. One more
I
child.
worry that about hyperventilating in Congress. The Senate, I was really dismayed. I'm sorry, by the tone. That was so disrespectful when they had the Attorney General there the first time. These congressmen, Jim Jordan from my home state. I mean, they know that this is not using the Patriot Act to snoop on.
But they just said it.
Well, let me finish.
Sure.
They're not characterizing parents as domestic terrorists. It is this statistical tool. There was a trend of violent confrontations in these school board meetings. I understand why
They don't have any evidence.
I don't like the teachers union. I understand, however, how they could be alarmed, let's say, by the passion that and a lot of it mirrors what's happening right, left, Trump, Biden. It is distressing in this country, and it is. I understand the suspicion that people have of the other side. I am dismayed by it, but I
All right, let's take. I'll take Geraldo at his word, but that still doesn't warrant you to use this enforcement arm to scare the crap out or intimidate parents.
A threat tag's like when the FBI opens a file on someone. They open files, but they haven't opened up a formal investigation. So they're looking at a narcotics trafficker. They're looking at someone that's running women for the mafia. They're looking for an Islamic terrorist or a militiaman. But here's the thing. The memo says the task force involves the counterterrorism division and the national security division of the FBI. The Patriot Act is the primary tool used by those divisions that allows for easy wiretapping, snooping on computers, phones.
Of foreign nationals.
Inserting, people in this country. And you can insert informants into those things. You can do all kinds of things, right? And so that's why this is so dangerous. And they've already had a meeting about it, according to the memo, this task force. And so we need to bring these people back into Congress and say, what happened at this damn meeting? Because this is a huge escalation. Remember, FBI keeps files on a lot of people. They kept it on Martin Luther King, Marilyn Monroe, Helen Keller. They keep it on a lot of people, and it's not a good thing, Geraldo. It's a threat matrix against a U.S. citizen where you can share information from local, state, and federal law enforcement. It's not good.
Do you concede that there is an alarming increase, apparently, in these very vigorous,
You conditioned your own question.
hate-filled confrontations
There was one
in schools.
local beef that was charged. There was two local beefs that was charged.
Even if there
one was a violent threat, and then the other guy got arrested, and that was because they covered up his daughter's rape.
But also, I mean, you guys have kids. If there's an organization that's getting between you and your kids, you're going to get pissed off. That's different than being a threat, and they're treating you like ISIS and cardigan sweaters.
Right.
This is nuts.
Yeah, you can't treat parents like narcotics.
I'll give you a hypothetical. I'm a parent. You're teaching pedophilia is good for you in school.
Okay. I wouldn't. Let's be clear.
That's
a hell of a hypothetical.
I say, listen, this is inappropriate. I want to kill you for doing this, and I'm going to burn the school down because people like you are exactly why I hate.
Can I give you a non-hypothetical?
Yeah, do the non-hypothetical.
Like a non-hypothetical is that the Attorney General admitted they have no evidence, they haven't done their own investigation, and that the only thing they went off of was this National School Board Association letter saying apparently there are incidents. That's what they went off of, and that letter has been withdrawn. So they have nothing.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of nothing, we've got something.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a transition.